Hi, I'm Tom Lunneborg, the Vice President of Product Development for LifeShots. I want to talk to you today about sugar, the pitfalls of sugar in our weight loss program, but also get into what it is and how it really works in the body. So when we hear people saying don't consume too much sugar, we want to know what does that do. So over the next couple minutes, I'm going to explain to you the different types of sugar and how it affects our body. So first off, the different types are fructose, which is found in fruits and berries. Then there's sucrose, which is a white table sugar that I'm sure you're familiar with. And lastly, there's high fructose corn syrup. Now, high fructose corn syrup is snuck into all kinds of beverages that we buy in the store, beverages that we buy even at our favorite coffee shop. High fructose corn syrup is also added to different processed foods to just bring out that sweeter flavor. So there's a few problems with high fructose corn syrup. The first one is how inexpensive it is. Now that means that manufacturers can use this source of sweetness to bring up the sweet level in any beverage, in any food, or anything that you buy that's already processed and made. Sometimes it's even hidden where you don't know why a certain packaged dinner has a sugar content. 9 times out of 10, it's because they've put high fructose corn syrup into it. Now the other side of high fructose corn syrup is how it affects the body based on the glycemic index of sugar itself. So each sugar is going to spike our blood sugar when we consume it. That's naturally going to happen. Now there's an index called the glycemic index that gives you a measurement of each food and how it will affect our blood sugar level. So say if you consume an apple, it has natural sugars associated with it. So the glycemic index will have a rating for the apple on how high it will affect your blood sugar level. Now other things like candy bars or cookies or very concentrated sugary items, those are going to have a dramatic effect on your blood sugar. Now our body is constantly fighting to stay in balance. It wants to keep our blood sugar level healthy and not too low and not too high. So what happens when we consume a concentrated sugar and our blood sugar spikes, our body reacts to it. Our body says, wow, we got to calm the sugar level down. So it calls on the pancreas to dump insulin into our system and pull the sugar out of our bloodstream, lowering the blood sugar to an optimum level for us. But what happens with that sugar that has been pulled out, it stores that as fat. It doesn't just rid it from the body. So if you eat that candy bar that gives you that energy surge, and then later you're starting to come down and you're crashing a little bit from your energy, that's because of the insulin response that's balancing your blood sugar. Now that sugar it took out, it's not getting rid of it. It's storing that energy to be used later. And some of us have bigger stores than others, and we want to know, why does this keep happening? More often than not, you'll find that some of your food that you eat on a daily basis, or maybe even your favorite drink, is loaded with much more sugar than you know. So pay attention to how much sugar you're consuming, pay attention to what types of sugar, and get familiar with the glycemic index. This will greatly help your weight loss program or even your weight management if you've hit the body type that you want. And remember that when you eat something high in concentrated sugar, you will have an energy spike, but you will also have an energy crash.